wanted to see us get down to 2 anyways.
Uh,
Sorry, jumped the
like
gun on that. All right, well, anyways. Hello, I'm Franz. This is Andy.
hello, everyone.
It's May. This is the Concrete CMS Town Hall for May 2022. We are here to talk about what's going on with Concrete and just a quick check-in, see how you're doing. If you've got questions that you want answers for, you should post them somewhere. There is a chat if you're watching this on YouTube. There is a forum post that you can post questions to. Ask them as we go, and we will answer them at the end. Oh, we can even show them right there. Scoo. Great. Let's see. Stuff in the news. 910 RC4 is available, and 910 is coming out. You want to talk about that at all, Andy?
Yeah, absolutely. So late last week, we released the fourth release candidate for 9.1, and we don't usually do that many release candidates for a release that it might not historically have had as much in it, but there's a lot in this, and we keep getting more stuff, which is not a problem. So it feels a little suspect to do a release candidate and then add some non-trivial fixes and not do another one. We're not adding big new features or anything, but even tiny little enhancements or things that can have unintended consequences, it seems like a bad idea to put those in and not do another release candidate. So we've done a fourth one, but that is the last of the release candidates, and 9.10 is coming out this week.
Very exciting. So, yeah. Check out that release candidate. If you are a shop that is kind of committed to applying updates, then you should be looking at the release candidates so you can tell us if we have messed anything up in your world before we make it official, because that is happening. Present tense. Another thing that's happening in oh boy, it looks like 7 days from now, Andy, is we are renaming the GitHub repo. So we used to be Concrete 5 for many years. We changed back to Concrete CMS last summer, which is actually how we had started many, many moons ago.
Oh, yes.
So if you're newer, you probably just know this is Concrete CMS, but if you've been around, you know this is Concrete 5, and you've been stumbling over dropping that 5 every time you mention our name for a while, which we appreciate. One of the last places that we have to kind of clean that up is over on GitHub, and we have been sensitive, wary, thoughtful,
terrified,
judiciously concerned around the ramifications of changing that, because people have CI/CD type automatic composery gen pulling in, sucking out things that are looking to that repo name. So over here in the forums, concretecms.org/forums, blah, 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 you can find this renaming GitHub repo from Concrete 5 to Concrete CMS. There is a plan. It's gone through a few different iterations. You can read about it here. We're going to make sure that we don't lose control of Concrete 5 as well. That was a comment that came out the last time we reviewed this with people. It's like, cool with the rename, but don't just leave your old name hanging out there in the wind for someone to snap up. So we think we've got this pretty well figured out, and we're going to do this on the 17th at 9 a.m. So a bunch of thankless work that has to happen for branding reasons, but will look better and is the right thing to do. So please do check in on this and make sure that you're aware. And this is me on a video making it very clear, so later on no one can say, hey, you guys don't communicate. We're communicating. This terrible thing's going to happen. How do I stop sharing my screen? Let's go back to this. Does this work? Hey. More news. There is a partner hangout happening on the, I'm going to say the 27th, but I should double check. Maybe it's the 26th. I think it was actually the 26th. I misspoke. 9 a.m. Pacific, we're having a Google Hangout with services partners. That is something that most, if not all of you all, could be part of. If you go to the partner section on our site, you can get there down here in the footer, partners, go into services partners, give us your info. You have to pass the editor certification. That is all that we ask of you to be a basic, ground level services partner. We certainly have services partners that can do a whole lot more than that. There undoubtedly will be different levels of services partners over time. But today, all you got to do is pass what is, I believe, a 30-minute test that probably won't even take you 30 minutes on, hey, here's how you use Concrete. It's not, it's not a no-brainer. Like, I didn't get 100% of the questions right, and I know Concrete pretty well. But it's passable, and it's free. So come here, pass the certification, fill this form out. Jess will get you into the services partner network. That gives you a special badge you can put on your site that gets you access to a private area in the forums that we look at before we look at the public area in the forums in terms of answering questions. That also, we periodically do a Google Hangout with all of the partners, anyone who wants to come. We try to focus it on a topic. So we did one, 2 months ago about e-commerce on top of Concrete. And we looked at several different e-commerce solutions that are out there, learned from people about what they were building. It's significantly more collaborative than this is, the town hall, which is kind of us. It's a kind of strange name because there's not a lot of town halling. It's really just us kind of talking about what's going on. But we would answer questions. But that's pretty cool. We've enjoyed the partner hangouts. The next one is all about how to deal with strongly typed content. Concrete does really well with in-context editing and kind of organic page layouts. And there's a number of different ways to deal with things that are more strictly formatted. Hey, I've got a database of stuff that I want to relate to other stuff. So a lot of potential there. We feel strongly like that's the market where Concrete is heading. These more application-y websites that actually do something, intranets, extranets, things where there's strongly typed data and interactive functionality. So you can build that with free stuff in the core called Express. You can build that with an add-on from the marketplace called Fabian's Entity Designer, I think.
That's what it's called, yep.
Yep. I always get builder designer, but I'm pretty sure that one's designer. You can build that bespoke following our documentation, and there's good reasons to do any of those different approaches. So we're going to talk about some of those. We're going to listen around what people have built in the past. We're going to hear about, hey, it'd be really cool if it also did this, that, and the other. We're going to try to define some more use cases around this is what we need the core to do to be able to build more intranets faster, better, stronger. And it's going to be a good time. So if that's the kind of thing that interests you, you should be a services partner. We would love to have you there. It's easy, and I would encourage you to do it. Sweet.
Nice.
That's the news, unless you're remembering something I'm forgetting.
Nope, that sounds like it.
Awesome. Okay, now is the time where we thank all of you for all of your contributions to our delightful open source project. We are a very small team here in Portland, and we have been blessed by the ability to focus on this for more than a decade, and that is because of you all. You choosing to spend your energy building stuff with Concrete makes us happy, and when you find the extra time to contribute something back to the core or the community or helping others, it makes us even more happy. So we want to shout out a few people for contributing code to GitHub and opening issues so we know what's up. And I'm going to pass it to you, Andy, because you are far better at the name juggle than I.
I see these names. I see these names a lot, and that is a good thing. Yeah, thank you to everyone who contributed code this time around. That includes Hishi, Masuva, First Thomas, Rude Wallraven, Katsuno, and Mlokati. And then thank you to everyone who has helped test these this round of release candidates and the core in general, and has opened issues in GitHub. And that includes Dan Clausen, Luigi23N, I am Pedro Piedad, MDS Griebel, Hishi, D. Bleish, It's Yog Sothoth, Click Park Dominic, P. Vernaglia, Katz Uno, JP Howard 31, M. Locati, Z. Partakov, Hamed Daragi, John the Fish, CCM Enlil, CDM Solutions, Ariaco, Ant Hathaway, Mel, BTA, Vass C, Morier, Spectrid, Rick Zuderlicht, Nikki Klassen, Masuva, Bloody Iron, and Heflemy. Thank you to everyone for help keeping concrete moving, and I am very excited to get 9.1 out to each and every one of you.
Awesome. Yes, thank you. Additionally, every month we have a golden baton. So this is a specific badge that one community member was given many, many moons ago, and then every month they pass it on to somebody else who is has kind of jumped out from the community as being someone who deserves special recognition, not just from us here at Portland Labs, but from other community members. So pretty cool community-driven kind of props. So this last month, we gave the golden baton to Michael Hefliger, who has, I have to admit, we failed to communicate particularly great with, and I do not have a video for Michael. I do have an email from Michael saying who he would like to give it to with a little bit of a short intro. So I am going to go into kind of a meandering sum up of where we're heading, because that is it seems like the format for the golden batons. We generally describe this person, and so this person is a familiar name to many of you who have been around the community for a long time. Not very active with concrete today, but certainly we would not be here without his contributions over the past. Was so kind of central to concrete's background that he actually wrote a book on concrete way back in 2013. Single-handedly took over a legacy branch that we made for 5.6 when we had a non-backwards compatible upgrade. Has made countless packages for both 5.6 and 5.7, and many of them are free on GitHub now, and kind of single-handedly drove concrete's adoption in Switzerland and parts of Europe there. Has a CTO at mensch.ch, and will be a familiar name to many of you when I say Remo. Remo has won the golden baton, handed off from Michael Haflinger. So Remo, we will actually figure out who is supposed to email you and let you know that we miss you. And we hope that you're doing well in your new adventures, and your name's going up on our golden baton wall, because you will always have a special spot in our hearts, and Michael's as well. So thank you for
he's a legend.
He is a legend.
He's a concrete legend.
Well put. So good job, Remo. Okay. Let's see. This is the part where we're going to check in with the PRB crowd. Sadly, I have failed to upload the video that I'm supposed to upload, so we're going to have to just kind of tread water for a second, Andy, while I get my content where it's supposed to be. How does that sound to you?
I wonder what I wonder what user ID Remo has. I feel like it's like 13 or something like that. I'm sure we can figure it out. Yeah, he has been there. I know.
Oh, that's his GitHub account.
And that.
Oh yeah, let's see. Share. You upload a file. There we go.
Hello all. So this month, in an effort to increase visibility on the marketplace, we have decided to do a video on V9 ready themes. We do not have any new V9 themes, but we do have some established themes from V8 that are now updated to V9. So first, let's start with the theme, which is not really a theme, developed by John the Fish, Themeless. Is a theme without any CSS or styling. So it's very useful to embed pages in iframes or for testing blocks in an environment that will not be polluted. You should not apply this theme to your whole website, but specifically for some situation that can be very useful. So this theme is $20 in the marketplace, and as you know, it's V9 ready. Second, we have the front-end dashboard, also developed by John DeFish. It's a theme that replicates the dashboard theme and makes it easy to have that kind of look and feel on your website. It can be used as a full-site theme if you want, but it's mostly considered as a supplementary theme. So it's good to style pages of information for site editors, administrators, this kind of thing. Front-end dashboard is available for $40 in the marketplace. Then we have the theme Replica Pro by developers ZenWeb. This is a very feature-rich theme that offers several different page templates, blog templates, a lot of functionality like portfolios, blog posts, everything you might need, different header designs, different footer designs, extra mega menu. This is now using Bootstrap 5, like the rest of Concrete V9, and it was adapted directly from the V8 version to the V9 version. ZenWeb seems to have selected this strategy to convert directly to Bootstrap 5. So Replica Pro is very suitable for any corporate or creative website, and it is $35 in the marketplace. And finally, we have theme Krista, also by ZenWeb. It's as feature-rich as Replica Pro. In the same way, you have a multitude of page templates, block templates, headers, menus, mega menu, different sort of menus, footers, layouts. You can do a lot with it. It also uses Bootstrap 5, and the look and feel is more adapted maybe to industries like wellness centers, spas, health, this kind of thing, but it can also totally be used for a business website. Krista is available for $35 in the marketplace. Well, that is all from me for today, and we'll now let John present to you 4 more themes and theme-related packages. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor, and hello everyone. Here we have the first of 2 version 9 theme updates by DataSouth. This is the demonstration site for their Crimson theme. Crimson was first released for Concrete 5.7, maintained through version 8, and is now updated for version 9. So this theme shows really excellent longevity and a commitment to enabling older sites to update. I'll click through a few pages just to get a feel for it. So here we have the main page, drop down menu. Let's go left sidebar with a side menu and across to a right sidebar here. Crimson's a business theme with a flare of red, as its title suggests, and it costs $45 in the marketplace. Our second theme from DataSouth is Academy. Academy is also $45 and was also first released for Concrete 5.7, so again, excellent longevity. Now it's updated for version 9. In its default colour scheme, Academy is bright and playful, so as the name suggests, Academy is recommended for educational applications, but I can see this easily adapting to business sites that want to appear a little less corporate. So let's look through a few pages. A very similar design of demonstration site, left sidebar, side nav, right sidebar, portfolios and such. Data South used Bootstrap 4 rather than Bootstrap 5 for these upgrades because it was closer to the original Bootstrap 3 of the original themes, and hence less conflict with the original functionality, but also didn't conflict with the core Bootstrap 5, so it's a sort of compromise. I hear from Data South that this resulted in 1.5 to 2 weeks work for each theme. They're slowly working through their other themes with a similar strategy, but using Bootstrap 5 for new development. Data South points out that every aspect of the themes needed to be looked at, and they had to decide which CSS and JavaScript version to use so that the theme didn't break the actual CMS core functionality. Moving on, Vidal Themes Medina is now compatible with the new core version 9.1. Medina is $49 in the marketplace. The reason for the gap at the first release of version 9 is that Medina has so many customization options that it overwhelms the new way customization worked in version 9, and some core fixes were required in order to facilitate the actual customization. Medina is a general purpose theme with, in its default stylings, you can see a sort of muted and restrained design. With a different developer, we have a different approach to a demo site, so let's start by scrolling down. As we scroll down here, it's got lots of animation and sort of fade in, slide in effects and that sort of thing, and slight sort of skew hover effects on this portfolio grid. If we go on, here we have a left sidebar page and a right sidebar page. Vidal Themes uses a custom framework called Ensemble, so the front-end styling didn't need much work. Most of the work here was in the dashboard options and the bundled blocks, and working through that one at a time, making the edit dialogues compatible, that sort of thing. That took a while to get it going. Quoting Vidal, our main difficulties were getting repeatable fields that contained images to work, as a lot of the stuff changed with regards to the file manager and picking images. The actual theme itself worked pretty much out of the box. Our last item isn't actually a theme, it's Nor's Elemental Cloner tool. This is a free tool for creating new theme starting points as clones of the default Elemental theme. While Elemental is the default theme for version 8, it's no longer the default theme for version 9, but it's still bundled with version 9 and can still be cloned using Elemental Cloner to create a new starting point. This is a massively useful tool. It can clone Elemental into the application area or into a package, and a lot of customer marketplace themes began their development with a clone of Elemental, and it's great that we can carry on doing this with version 9. Nor also has plans for a similar Atomic cloner tool, but the differences in the way Atomic is built means that that won't be a simple update of Elemental Cloner. Let's summarise some points from the real theme developers, so that isn't me. In general, updating version 8 marketplace themes for version 9 hasn't been trivial. One of the cost drivers has been maintaining backward compatibility. So it's really great that our feature developers have been very focused on providing an upgrade path for their customers from version 8 sites. This is the kind of commitment anyone seeking a theme for a new site really should look for. So that's it for now, and we'll see you again next time.
All right. Thank you.
Nice.
John and Nora. Awesome. See that rundown of good-looking themes in the marketplace. Cool. Also, John has found out for us, Andy, the answer to our previous question. Remo is user 26.
Nice. I knew it was pretty low. That's pretty low.
Impressive. Pretty low. Okay. Oh, and Michael Mars says hi. All right. Last but not least, I want to show off a cool concrete site we have found in the wild. Let me add this to the stream. Shkaboo! South Dakota Department of Public Safety. So Concrete is a great choice for government sites. It is a very robust platform. It is also easy to train people on. And government workers tend to be really over allocated and have to wear a lot of different hats. And so being able to give them a system that feels intuitive and simple and, hey, just watch this YouTube video and you can start adding content is important. So this is a great looking site. I don't know the agency that has built it, but if you did, reach out to me and I'll send you something cool, because this is pretty nice. They have not just content, but a fair amount of functionality in here. So there is a searchable contact directory. Here we go. That has like locations and people, and you can kind of swap stuff out with these tabs.
Oh, nifty.
Things on a map. Yeah. They're using the FAQ block. So, really? Speed limit is 80 miles per hour in South Dakota.
There you go.
Wow.
There.
Be darned. That's pretty good. What's the move over law? Get out of the way. So I love that. We need that here in Oregon. So yeah, cool. Use the FAQ block. Nice kind of design elements. Over 2,000 pages in this site that we were able to find quickly. Use the document library. Where did I see that? There was, here you go. Bunch of documents that you can search and sort and
nifty.
page through. So definitely a good example of an attractive site that has organic content. Like there's a lot of pages in here and somebody needs to be able to get in here and just update the stuff underneath here, change that paragraph without having to find it in the back end and figure all that out. But then also some real functionality to it, which by and large you can do with the core. So I don't know how this was built, but at a glance, document library, FAQ block, like all this stuff is stuff that is built right into the core, which is pretty compelling for a government type situation, because keeping this thing up to date is going to be a constant concern. And so being able to upgrade once as opposed to many times is a great idea.
I'm just sorry. I'm just laughing. That guy does look impaired. Sorry, bud.
Probably needs to be rolled over, buddy.
Oh well.
But yeah.
It's no laughing matter.
No laughing matter, Andy. But that was. So yeah, I don't know. Good example. If you were building sites for nonprofits or governments, that type of thing, I would keep this one in your back pocket as a very nicely designed example. And bravo, whoever did this, good work.
Yeah, it looks great.
All right, gang. Well, bunch of stuff on our radar. Like I said at the beginning of our little check-in here, keep in mind we are renaming the repository in a week. So if you've got automated systems that are pulling copies of the core out of GitHub, make sure to mark the 17th on your calendar. If you'd like to learn more about Express and doing things like building contact directories on sites like this, we'd love to talk to you. You should consider being a services partner. You've got plenty of time to join that program and come hang out with us on the 26th of this month. And 910 is coming out soon. So keep that on your radar. That's all I got. So
I think that's
thank
it.
you very much, everybody. Let's see if I can do my little outro video, and we'll see you again in a month.
Sounds good.
Bye.